And so when you're in a conversation with somebody and you talking and they say something slick and your ears like perk up like, did that bitch just, that's how you know. That's how you know.
Okay.
It'd be like, okay. Yeah.
So that's got. So are there rules to shade? So for example, earlier, Clarissa, you said, it's a bothersome if someone pretty much speaks it before you can. So if I give a disclaimer before you throw your and you still or throw your shade, does it counteract? I mean, what happens? Like, what is, is it shade?
I love it.
As shade, like, what is the rule?
I think this, I think that absolutely happens. So if you say something like, oh girl, you disregard my toes because they looking crazy, and somebody be like, yeah, I was about to say.
Like, why do it twice? Like, I already told you I look crazy. I already told why you gotta rub it in?
So then you just like, that was redundant. I mean, is that throwing it back? Like, what do you say back? Like, what do you? Because are you supposed to be serious? Like, to what level?
But I think it depends on who it is. You know what I'm saying? The relationship y'all have. Because some people, you got a relationship, you can, go back and forth. But even with like siblings, like you got about this much space to play. You know what I'm saying? Because after you hit that certain mark, then it's time to fight because you done said some shit that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. It depends.
Right. Okay. Throw any other rules out there because I need to take notes. Plenty of notes.
I mean, I would hope, you stay away from the, kids and mamas and, the stuff, but, I don't. And again, like, depends on the relationship, if it's somebody you don't like and they don't like you, I mean, it's, go ham, do your thing. So, depends on the relationship.
I think that was a good point. Like, leave out mamas and kids because if you want to get in a fight, I mean, they bring it up. But
right.
Dan, what do you think the rules to shade are?
There are none.
So all rules are off the table when it comes to shade. It's like
all bets are off. Like I feel now, I'm not that way. I'm not going, okay, I take that back because it depends on how far you push me. Because I am the nicest person in the room, legitimately. However, when it gets to where somebody is just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, I can really hurt your feelings. And I have tried to just put that person to rest. But if you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, then it gets to that point. So don't do that. Don't do that. But I feel like in shade, there are no rules. Like people are just shady as shady can be. They will talk about you, your mama, your dog, your babies, your daddy, your auntie, your cousins. People don't care if they trying to be shady, they're gonna be shady. Because again, I think it comes from a place of insecurity.
Yeah, I think so.
And so, you ain't really you ain't thinking about somebody else's feelings when you being shady. You being shady. You don't care if you hurt that person or not. You just being shady. Shady boots. You being shady. So
that's probably why Ann can't recognize it, because she's like the sweetest person in the world.
No, that's true.
Like nobody would ever say that, would they? And meanwhile, I'd be like, I ain't got real good upper body strength, so I'm gonna just let this go.
I cut up. Now, what happens? I cut up sometimes. What happens if you accidentally shade and you didn't know you shaded somebody? Do you know when you shaded somebody? I mean,
yeah, you know.
Okay.
I think that it does depend on intention. So if I'm saying something to you, like, this is the perfect example. Clarissa knows this lady. Clarissa knows this lady. And this is like one of my favorite stories because this older lady, I met her myself. She was a hoot. She would tell her that she had lipstick on her teeth and it would offend her. And it got to the point to where she told her, I ain't gonna say, but she said, don't tell me that no more. Because she doesn't like it. I don't like it when you tell me that. So, but her intentions were right to tell. She won't try to be shady.
Right.
But the lady took it as shade.
Okay.
So yeah, it just depends on your intention.
That's
Courtney.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I think it just depends on your intention, because you know, if I'm telling you, hey girl, you know, you might want to get some gum, I'm not being shady. I'm telling you because you're my friend and I don't want you going and talking to other people and they be like, woo, you know, or if you know what I'm saying, you know, so it just depends on your intention. But if I come to you and I say something like, oh, you must have got them pants when you was a couple sizes smaller because they a little tight. That's shady.
That's shady.
That's shady. That's shady.
But then, so how do you handle the consistently shady relative who acts like they don't know no better because they're older? You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, don't mind Aunt so-and-so. They just, you know, no, she knows what she's saying.
Right. Or like,
and then if you clap back at Auntie, then you wrong. And you know,
everybody has those people in their family. Everybody. So yeah, I don't know that I feel like I'm the one that's just kind of like, and it don't even be like, oh, aunties for me. It be like, I don't know, my family's real shady. Shouts out to y'all. But you know we are. And I don't know. I'm just kind of like, okay. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, like, okay. I don't know what to necessarily say to people. Like, I don't know that I even really throw it back, you know, because I just don't even be there. Like, you know, if somebody say something shady, it's just like, I feel like I just try to correct the shade because I catch it. And so if somebody says something shady, then I'll be like, yeah, no. It's not that. It's blah, blah, blah. And then I just go on by my business. But I'm not going to throw it back because then we're going to be in this constant, like, shady battle. And I'm not trying to do all that. So